This will be the last video of 2023, and potentially we will also get some fireworks in the price action because Bitcoin has substantially moved today, and now we have to talk about potential new levels and targets that could we potentially hit by today. If you think that is interesting and you are not subscribed yet, then definitely subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell. Really important to never miss out on these money-making updates. And now let me directly jump into it. I want to start off here today with the 5 minutes time frame, because yesterday I gave you a perfect entry signal. If you would have listened here, not really, yeah, kind of listened. I told you here is a bullish divergence, and it was about to play out here. And I told you around $41,700 would have been a good entry for the continuation of that. So if you would have listened to me, you would be up now $1,000 on that specific trade here. You would have been in total up almost $1,200. If you would have traded that with 20x leverage, you could have made here 50% in a matter of 24 hours on Bitcoin, which is actually a really, really good result here. So now I want to point out that, first of all, patterns on a 5 minutes chart are not that reliable because it's a really low time frame. Price is fluctuating a lot, can fake out a lot. So take it with a grain of salt. But we are potentially forming here now a bull flag pattern on the 5 minutes chart. And if that would break out to the upside, we would have a target of $43,206. Can we reach that target today? Yes, definitely possible. We're not that far away from it. And you guys, you know, I love when you make money based off my calls here, because that's the whole point. You know, I don't need more money. I have enough money already. I don't need to make videos, you know, so I do this all for you guys. So then let's move on to the 1 hourly chart. Here on the 1 hourly chart, you see another reason of confluence why we actually could hit $43,200, and that is that resistance level all the way up here that marked resistance zone from 43,200 all the way up to 43,400-ish. For now, you see that we got rejected at the key level of $42,780. Although here, 3 hours ago, we tried to break above it, and yeah, got rejected from it. I was kind of expecting that because it was a key level here in the past. And when we broke down here and got here this fake out, I was sure that the next attempt, it will also get rejected from there. Now, if we would come back up here, at that retest, I expected to stay above that level, and the price action continues to go higher and will retest $43,200. If we can break above that level, then we will most likely move all the way up to $44,000. That is a move that can technically happen today because of the yearly candle close. And I'll show you later at the end of the video something absolutely crazy if we get a New Year's push tonight. And this is definitely in the cards, guys. So you should definitely stick around here until the end today. It's really important. Now, we are still here in that falling, broadening wedge here. And like I said, a retest of the upper end is quite likely for me right now because we have also the downward sloping resistance line of the broadening wedge in alignment with the resistance zone that I just spoke about. Let me tell you, maybe based on the 4 hourly chart. Yeah, better based on the 4 hourly chart. Another reason why we got a rejection from these price levels is the EMA ribbon here on the 4 hourly chart that I spoke about also yesterday. The level is $42,700 here, once again popping up on the screen as a level of confluence, why we got rejected from there. If we can reclaim that level, like I said, also in the 4 hourly, we will continue to go higher, break most likely above the falling broadening wedge and retesting the point of control here on the VPVR in that vicinity of $43,600 to $44,000 approximately. We have here also a potential W pattern, as I mentioned. If we No, it doesn't matter. If we count the candle, only the candle closes. I've mentioned that also yesterday. So, but here, once again, if we take only the candle, the lowest candle close, that would give us a target, actually a little bit higher here, of $45,250. So this will only happen if we could break today $43,450. Let's say in the next 2-3 hours, in the next 4-hourly candle. If that would happen in the next 4-hourly candle, I could imagine that we get this push here to like 45 potentially today for the yearly close. The level that I'm looking at to open a new Bitcoin long position would actually be here, $42,800 approximately. That is the level from where I would open a new long position if you're not in one already, based off the calls that I've given you. And then you can trade this all the way up to potentially $44,000. So here my stop loss, I would put my stop loss here at $42,500. So you have here again almost a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio, 2.76% to the upside. With 20x, that's almost 55%, and to the downside, you have a 15% more or less risk of losing that trade here. So definitely worth trading it if we get that push here. But like I said, if we break here above the point of control on a VPVR, we could see a push to 45,250, and then we are 135% up on that specific trade. So keep that in mind. Here on the 4-hourly liquidation levels, we can see that Bitcoin is tapping in now into the short liquidity that I was also mentioning yesterday. Sorry, I was of course mentioning that yesterday. Here are still highly over leveraged short positions, 50, 100, even 20, 50 and 100x positions here on BYBIT from 42,900 all the way up to like $44,400. I would even consider here $44,800. That kind of range here. To the downside, it doesn't make really a lot of sense to take out here these over leveraged long positions right now because there's more liquidity to the upside, and we are again closer to the upwards liquidity than to the downwards one. We have also just broken back into that symmetrical triangle here at the support level. That was a fake out coinciding with a bullish divergence here on the 4-hourly chart, which is playing out right now. The only thing that I would like to see for this to be fully confirmed, to break above $43,000 and close the 4-hourly candle there in around 44 minutes from now. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade anywhere in the new year, do it on a BYBIT. You still get $30,000 absolutely for free for signing up there, and they have a debit card that comes here in this nice envelope thing. Here was my card in it. I will do a lot of damage tonight with that card. Follow me on Instagram, crypto_Alex. I had to think about it because it's not AMCrypto. Crypto_Alex, that's my Instagram handle. I will post later some stories. I go with some crypto guys to a beach club to celebrate New Year there, so definitely check that out. And there we're going to do some damage with our BYBIT cards. If you cannot sign up on BYBIT, use CoinW, BitGet or Phemex. On CoinW, you still get $5 just for signing up, which offers no exchange right now as far as I know, at least not the big five. And you don't need KYC or a VPN on CoinW. On Phemex and on BitGet, you need a VPN if you're in the US and in the UK, but it works smoothly. They don't make you any trouble. And if you just want to copy trade me on FAIRDESK and make money on autopilot and get the highest bonus in the industry, $120,000, use that link here under the FAIRDESK bonus here. All these things are in the pin comment below and in the description below. When we're looking here at the liquidation heat map, let me just refresh that really quick. Still, the liquidity here on the 3-day chart, let me see last 24 hours, how this is looking here. So here in the last 24 hours, you see here just slightly above us at $43,060 approximately, there are $23 million worth of short liquidations to be taken. So here in total, just in a $300 move, there is like $75 million worth of short liquidations that we can take out here. So we can technically see a move to like 42 to take out some longs, but this is not a lot when I look at it. So here again, the upside is favored. You see here also here's technically a downward sloping trend line. If that trend line is broken, we're going to see an impulsive move here really quick to the upside to take out all this liquidity, and that will be a really nice short squeeze back above $43,000 in my opinion. We have here across all timeframes right now bullish divergences playing out, which is telling me that an overall uptrend is confirmed, and that hence why I put that kind of thumbnail on the video, because we have here this upward sloping trend line that is giving us for now support and has held since for the last 3 weeks basically. And we have created here also a bullish divergence. So we have here downward sloping RSI, which is now slightly going up, and upward sloping price. To confirm that bullish divergence, I would like to see a break here of like 62% on the RSI. If we get that break, you're going to see a massive pump in the Bitcoin price to the upside. Let me actually put a line in here like this. So it's enough if we touch it. We don't actually have to completely break through it. Just you roll over, something like this. That is good enough for me. And that should push Bitcoin to around $44,300. So if you want to play the higher time frames, just wait a little bit longer for a break of $43,180 to enter this trade. And then you can trade this, like I said, potentially to $45,000 or even $48,000 here on the higher time frames, if you have a wider time horizon. Here on the daily chart, also something that I saw today is here this right angle descending broadening wedge here that we are in. For now, we are respecting this. So there, technically, for a potential breakout, we should get here one retest to the upside, another one to the downside, and then the final break to the upside. So if we would come down here, that would be a retest of $40,000. We would be still technically in a bullish trend if that would be happening before we get that break, and the upwards target is again around $48,000 for that potential break here. Now, something else that I want to point out here on the daily chart is that we have also a symmetrical triangle, or a bull pennant, however you want to call that. If we just treat it as a symmetrical triangle, then here is also a technical target of around $49,000, more or less. And something else that is pointing to that possibility is the Bollinger Bands right now. So I'm going to remove the moving averages. The Bollinger Band, let me actually also remove this pattern here. The Bollinger Band is squeezing right now, and I want to change the color for this. And every time the Bollinger Band is squeezing, we are getting a big move afterwards. So you can also see it here. Here we were squeezing a little bit. Here we were here we were squeezing. Here we were squeezing. So every time we get a huge move afterwards when the Bollinger Bands are squeezing. So here it was a move to the upside. Here it was a move to the downside. Here it was again a move to the upside. So right now, if we can reclaim the middle band at $42,900, actually lower, $42,800, again, confluence, guys, I expect to see a break at least into the $46,000 level. $45,000-$46,000 level, because here on the daily time frame, we are potentially also forming here a W pattern. And that is a legit one, because we have the lows here under the lows over here. So that could be a legit W pattern. If we break $44,000 with a 4-hourly candle and close the 4-hourly candle above it, then we're going to get that continuation move potentially to $46,000, $48,000, $50,000. Again, this can potentially happen tonight, and I'm going to show you now why I believe that is. If Bitcoin pushes a little bit higher here on that yearly chart, just a little bit, we would get the highest candle body close in Bitcoin history. Let that sink in. The highest candle body close in Bitcoin's history. That is insanely bullish for me. Insane. Because it's not missing a lot to achieve that right now. So we need Bitcoin to push. Actually, let me zoom in here a little bit to get this highly accurate. So we need to get above $44,600 approximately. So if we get above $44,600, 700, sorry, 40. So now it's $45,700 approximately. So if Bitcoin can move more or less 10% today, then we get the highest candle body close in Bitcoin's history. I don't want that we go and create a new all-time high today, but the highest candle body close would be more than an amazing start for 2024. Because if you look at the past cycles, when we go into a halving, the yearly close is always followed into a halving with a bigger candle than the previous one. So I give you an example. Here in 2016, you see what I mean. So here in 2016, yearly close, halving, here, yearly close, 2016 was the halving, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was the halving. 2016, next candle higher. And look, we have more or less the same setup here. So this here could be a tweezer bottom, which is a local bottom reversal pattern, and that means the next candle will go higher. Here we had an evening star pattern, also continuation higher. Everything is pointing to that at least the next year's candle will be higher, but that is kind of obvious to us already. But like I said, I would like to see this year's candle to get a 9% move today to close it as the highest candle body candle in Bitcoin's history for the time being. So next year it will be definitely higher. So, but it would be nice to see that move happening today, guys. That's do I want to talk about Ethereum quick or not? Let me talk quick before I let you guys about the Bitcoin dominance. So here, as I told you guys, the Bitcoin dominance is bouncing back to the upside slightly. I told you after such a run to the downside, we have to get some sideways action or a small correction to the upside. That's absolutely normal. I'm not really concerned about that, but what I like is that we are already getting rejected from 51.52% on the Bitcoin dominance because that was here priorly also a key resistance area here, kind of this. This is just like a really small range. But that was acting as resistance in the past. So, and now it's acting as resistance again. That is for me bullish right now. But of course, if we would get such a crazy move today in Bitcoin, we'll break through that and shoot like to 53% or something, which would be fine for me, you know, because I really want that move in Bitcoin today. When it comes to Ethereum, we reclaimed the golden ratio. So if you're looking for a new long entry for Ethereum, 2,305, holding that level is a good entry. Just wait for this 4-hourly candle to close. Most likely when you see this video, we closed the 4-hourly candle already. If we closed above $2,305, you can enter the long because I still believe that we're going to see really soon here $2,600, $3,000 for Ethereum, especially now here on this 4-hourly chart that we broke this downward sloping trend line. Also here is like I said yesterday, that pole or that flag itself is too long to call it a bull flag. So I will not call it a bull flag. So, but again, I expect the top to be the target, $2,417, since we got this breakout. So here I only would like to see first that we reclaim $2,355. And if we flip this also into support, then we definitely going back to 2,400 and potentially also into a new all-time high, a new yearly high for Ethereum, potentially also today. This can all happen today, especially with the stochastic RSI having a lot of momentum left to the upside for today. So we have still 12 hours left before the year ends here for the crypto market. We have 3 candles left, you know, so we have seen that in the past here. Look at this for Ethereum. If we see something similar like this here in the next 3 candles, so we go here, bam, bam, ba bam. So then we are already at $2,500 before we start the new year. But let's see how it turns out. Right now, everything looks kind of bullish to me. We should be a little bit cautious because I think the bulls and the bears are going to fight over the yearly close. But if the bulls are stepping heavily in and push it above $45,000, I think that there's no stopping for that amazing yearly close for us. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the New Year's Eve today, as I will also, and you can follow me on Instagram to see it. And I'm gonna see you then in the new year. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.